Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So in this video, we're taking up Domino. We just got her as a 4-star in the arena, and we're going all the way to 5. But what we're going to do is we're going to pause when she is ranked 4, and I'll show you guys her attributes, stats, and all that good stuff. We'll look at her synergies, look at her abilities, we'll awaken her, and then we'll continue ranking her up to 5. And then we'll take a look again at her attributes. Then after that, we're going to take her into the realm of legends, and we're going to go up against Winter Soldier. And what I did was I went in 3 different times. So after I ranked her to 4, I went in the Winter Soldier. I had suicides turned on. Then when we ranked her up to 5, I went in again with suicides still on at rank 5. Then I took my suicides off. I needed to take them off. I was done with the arena grind that I was doing. I achieved my goals there, and I was going to be fighting some tough opponents in the alliance war that we had going on. Alright, but you'll get to see how she performs as a rank 4 with suicides, and as a rank 5 with and without suicides. And let me tell you, I like her. She is definitely a little beast. Alright, so you can see here we're about to awaken her, and we're going to look at her signature ability. That signature ability is what made me really want to go for her. In my opinion, she does need to be awakened, but honestly, it just depends. She's not going to do as much degen damage as she did in the Merc mission. But in my opinion, at least right now, and I don't have a whole lot of experience with her, I would like to see her awakened before I were, to use her anywhere. But I'm sure she can still be good. The lucky, the unlucky passives, just read through that, and she still has a lot going for her, even if she is unawakened. So I may change my mind later and say that she doesn't need to be awakened. Alright, but in any case, I did awaken her. You saw her signature ability, critical failure. Against some champions, that is pretty nasty. It's a nice little extra bit of damage. I did not pump any signature stones into her in any of the tests, so I don't know yet how she scales. But looking at her in the Merc mission, I know that she does scale, and that degen will do more damage as you increase her signature level. Alright, so at this point, we're taking her up to 5, and I did run out of mutant ISO finally, and so as you see, I started using the grays, and at least the high level grays, and used some of the non-class high level catalysts that I just had in the the ISO that I had in my inventory, just to clear it out. Alright, so she is now 550. And before we go into Realm of Legends, we'll take a look at her attributes here, so you can see what they look like as a 550. Alright, so now we are going to view 3 fights at the same time, and you guys can compare and see just how she performed at different ranks and with and without suicide. So this is not a perfect test. The sample size is way too small for anybody to draw any real conclusions, but it should give you an idea of how she performs with and without suicides at rank 4 and at rank 5. Now the first test, the first fight that I did was when she was at rank 4 with suicides, and what I aimed for in the beginning was to just show each of her specials. So I built up to a special 1, fired that off, built up to a special 2, fired that off, and then I built up to a special 3 and fired that off. When I fired off her special 2, I saw how much damage that did. Now at that time I wasn't planning on a full kill, but I said let me see how far I could go just spamming that special 2 as much as possible. And that is how that fight was born. And so I said, you know what, when I rank her to 5, I want to try and do the same thing and see how that works. And so at rank 5, with and without suicides, you'll notice that I tried to do that same thing. I walked through her specials consecutively, and then I just started spamming that special 2 as often as possible. And in that way, we could get, you know, a fairly good idea of what difference her higher rank made, as well as suicides. Now, you're going to see something that I found very interesting. At rank 5, with and without suicides, she finished the fight about the same time. Now, the reason I find that interesting is because in the past, when I've done similar tests like this, the champion or the fight that had the suicides finished significantly quicker than the one without the suicides. In fact, what I was expecting here was for the rank 4 with suicides to have a similar kill speed as the rank 5 without suicides. But that was not the case. And I found that very, very interesting. But like I said, this is not a perfect test, so I can't draw any strong conclusions, but it is what it is. I present it to you guys. Make of it what you will. My goal here was just to give you guys a very rough idea of how she performs at rank 4 and at rank 5. And hopefully this will help you guys make your rank up decisions. I personally think that she is definitely worthy of a rank 5, even as a 4-star in the current meta of the game. So we've come to the end of another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider smashing that like button. It really helps me out. If you haven't subscribed already and you wish to see more videos like this or other Marvel Contest of Champions content, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video, or if you have any ideas or suggestions for content that you would like to see. If you'd like to support this channel, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description below, which will allow you to become one of my patrons. And you guys have a blessed day.